Baby, wouldn't it be fun to have some babies? Maybe more than one, and we'll take all the love from those around, and we'll love them good, and we'll show them how to raise babies.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Molly, and I'm gonna put on some deodorant because in this video you're gonna be getting ready with me. It is pretty early in the morning and the kids are still asleep, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get ready before they even wake up. And I wanted to bring you guys along because during this get ready with me, I'm actually going to be doing baby names I love but won't be using, or possibly maybe using in the future. So we're of course not thinking about having a baby anytime soon, but I had people ask me the other day why I named my children what I named them, and I thought that this video was pretty popular, and I figured that you would all enjoy seeing names that I love and might or might not be using. Also, on top of that, I asked you guys on my Facebook, what are some names that you loved that you wish you would have used? Maybe you used them already, or maybe you might use them in the future. So go ahead and follow me on all of my social media so maybe you can get involved in the next poll or the next question I may ask. I would love to include you in some of our videos. So before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and brush my hair out and get all of my makeup in order. So let me do that real quick. Alright, now that all of my makeup is in order, we're gonna go ahead and start this video out with brushing my hair. So I went to Kroger the other day and they were out of, that's a grocery store in my town, and they were out of Deer Park water. So I had to buy Nestle water, and if anybody else is like me, you have a specific brand of water that you like to drink and nothing else tastes right to you. And my mom will say,
what does it taste like that's any different? It's water.
And I'm like,
it has a taste.
Nestle just isn't Deer Park for sure. I am a Deer Park kind of girl, so that is a struggle that I deal with. So now I brush my hair out and I can rest easy knowing my hair is nice and brushed out. I'm gonna go ahead and start my makeup. So if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I am no makeup guru. I do not enjoy makeup, but here lately I've been watching my sister-in-law do makeup. She's done my makeup on my channel before, gave me complete makeovers, and I'm starting to really enjoy it, honestly. So I've kind of got down a couple of techniques and I wanted to show you guys the techniques I have down. It's not that great, honestly, but I used to only put on mascara and maybe some BB cream every now and again, but I have finally opened up my horizons. And my sister-in-law, as a wedding gift, like not a wedding gift, but a gift to all of her maid of honors, and not her maid of honors, her bridesmaids. To all her bridesmaids, got us all some makeup. I cannot talk today, I'm so sorry. But she got us all some makeup and it really expanded my collection a lot. So I'm really excited to show you what I've learned and show you what I got going on. So without further ado, let's get started. So I've watched some stuff before that says that you should wet your beauty blender. So I'm gonna do that because it does feel better when it's wet. You just get it barely wet and then you squeeze it out and it's just kind of damp. This BB cream, Fresh 110 light medium sheer tint is what I'm gonna get. Oh, first, I'm gonna use this oil-free moisture by Neutrogena. If you can hear my dog, I'm so sorry. sits out there and barks. Neutrogena oil-free sensitive skin, and I'm gonna put that on first. Love this stuff. Alright, before I do anything else, I'm gonna hurry on to Facebook. My mirror is up here, so that's why I'm looking that way. Okay, let's get on Facebook and let's go ahead and look at some of the suggestions. I'll go ahead and start with some of y'all's, and then I'll tell you my top 5 from each gender. Ember, Autumn, Sky. I'm not sure if that is like one whole name that they wanted as their child's name, or if it's like 3 individual names. So that's a really pretty name. Into nature names, so that's really pretty use of names in my book. The next one is Lena, Marie, and Dottie. I love the name Dottie. I think that old uses of names are very pretty. So Dottie's a good one in my book. Thatcher and Benton. Did I get that right? Yeah. Thatcher is really neat to me too. I think that kind of sounds old styled. Remington, Remy, Maxton, and Thea, I think is how she wanted to say that. But I love the name Remington. I have a family member and a friend that has a little boy and girl named Remington, so it could go either way. And Remington usually is shortened to Remy, like they just call him Remy. Really pretty name. I know that some people name their kid Remington after the gun Remington, which is really pretty and cool. Maxton is really neat. I've heard a lot of people liking stuff like Maxton and Baxton or Baxley. Just a lot of the X names are really in right now, which I find really interesting. Under eyes with the Maybelline, that's what I used. Maybelline 05 Ivory. And then another name is Caroline. I really love the name Caroline. That is a classic, and I'm into the classics if you haven't noticed. People often think that my son, his name is Seals, and people think that that's like new and hip, but honestly it's my husband's grandfather's name. It's a old family name, and the story behind that is when my husband's grandfather, so his grandfather is obviously older, when he was born, the man who did his birth was giving out free home deliveries, or wherever they had him at, was giving out deliveries for free if you named the baby after you. Could you imagine doing that nowadays? So there's a lot of Seals running around out there because of that. Well, that's the story I've been told. So as you can see, it kind of makes my under eyes look really bright, which I like because I have big old bags under my eyes. That's what that does for me. Now the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is put on my eyeshadow, and the eyeshadow I'm gonna use is the CoverGirl Ascension eyeshadow palette, and it has just really pretty eyeshadows in here. Just really, and they're very pigmented, so works out really well. Another one that I tend to use is the Blush Nudes Maybelline palette. So Maybelline and CoverGirl, they got it going on, y'all. I'm about that cheap life, and they're very affordable, so that's a win for me. Alright, and I'm going to use this. I don't know if this is what you're supposed to use, but I just use this pretty brush that Cassie got me. And I go ahead and I start with a bright color, which is this one right here, and it's called Bliss. go ahead and get that on my brush really well. Alright, and another name that somebody was suggesting was Noelle, which is very beautiful. Hello? Okay guys, so I showed up at my house. I can't catch a break. Anyways, I just ordered my hair extensions, y'all. Hair extensions. They are bead-in hair extensions, 16-inch. We're gonna cut them, of course, but that's what I just ordered. I'm so nervous. I'm not a beauty person. So, my brother-in-law, which is my husband's oldest sister, her husband, actually gave us a wonderful name. The first one is Hagla, and the second one is Murdoch. He said these are Bible names, and he fought fiercely for these names, but their children ended up being named Evie and John Samuel. So Evelyn and John Samuel. So shout out to you, Trey, for some hardcore Bible names, man. Russell. That's a really, really dark color. Trussell right here. So let's grab some Trussell. Name on my baby names I love but won't or may be using. Ooh, that's dark. Is, I've wrote them down. And the first name that I'm gonna be talking about is a girl name, and that name is Ren. I'm obsessed, and me and this girl were just talking about on Facebook how she's obsessed with the name Ren too. But I have always loved the name Ren. I've really pushed for it both times that I was pregnant. If I was gonna have a girl a second time, I wanted her to be named Ren. So that might possibly, if I ever have another little girl, that's possibly in the running. Ren Hicks just sounds really, really pretty in my opinion. A lighter brown to blend in. So we're going with Queen to Be, this glittery brown in the corner here. We're gonna get Queen to Be. We're gonna just stick her under that darker color and blend her over. So I really like Ren. The next name I'm going to talk about is a boy name, and that is Abel. I love the name Abel. It is just so beautiful. I actually heard that from a guy I went to school with, and I wasn't like into that guy or anything. I just really liked his name. I'm going to take Loyalty, this sparkly, and try to stick that in here and blend it in right here on the top of my eyeball, just to add a little color. Okay, so moving on from eyes, I'm just gonna kind of shape my eyebrows a little bit, just because I've gotten kind of self-conscious about eyebrows lately. So I'm just going to use this and kind of brush them up. You can tell I don't use this thing often, but I'm just going to brush them up. Get them going in the same direction. And it's biblical in a way, you know, like Cain and Abel. And I just really like that name. So Abel is one of my front runners. And then The next girl name I like is Sloan. I really love the name Sloan. My uncle's middle name is actually Sloan, but I like it for a girl in my personal opinion. And now, the next thing I'm going to do, I don't think this is a guru hack or anything, but I like to put some of this concealer along the line of my eyebrows to kind of chisel them out, because I don't put any kind of darkening in my eyebrows, just because every time I've done that it doesn't work out to my liking. I don't put any kind of eyeliner or anything like that on, so on to mascara. I use the Zen Extension Lash Mascara from Pharmacy Makeup. My mother-in-law actually sells this stuff, so if you need the hookup, let me know. But I've always put it on the top and the bottom, but my sister-in-law told me the other day that she only puts it on the top. So I'm gonna try that, and if I don't like it, I'm gonna change it, but I put it on the top and the bottom. The next name I really like that's a boy name is Silas. So if I were going to be that twin mom that named their kids both kind of matchy names, I was gonna do Sils and Silas, but I decided to go against the barrier and push against everything in me that said, hey, you should name them matchy names. And I went against that because I just had to fight the power a little bit. I love this mascara. It just does so great. My lashes look 400 times longer. And I've tried the fake lashes before and they just do not work for me. I hate to feel like there's tons of stuff on my face. Hey! Okay, so I'm back again. So I went ahead and put on the mascara, and my husband's grandmother lives next door to us, and she just came in, so we got talking for a good bit, and she said that this makeup looks great. Even though I just don't know how to do much of anything. So as you can see, the Pharmacy mascara, I know this is a crazy angle, but you can really see, is awesome. I love this stuff. It's the Fit Me Maybelline, I almost said maybe it's Maybelline New York Matte Poreless 310 Sun Beige Powder. And I'm going to use this really thick big brush. You can already see that I've used it before with the same thing. And then I'm going to go ahead and talk about the next name I love but may or may not be using, and that is Indiana. I really like the name Indiana, and I'm going to go into a 3 on my face, and that's kind of what I've just watched people do. Don't know if that's legit or not. Don't quote me. So we're just going to go into a big 3 on my face. Indiana is a really pretty name that I'm not sure if I would actually use it, but it's definitely in my upper favorites for sure. Then I'm going to take this and do this kind of number from my earlobe to my Now I have this Air Spun Loose Face Powder. Alright, the next name I really like is Harlow. I really love the name Harlow. Hali Hicks is really cute to me. I was Molly McGee when I was growing up, and I really liked my double letter name. Sills. I'm pretty sure he just woke up. Today is not my day. I cannot film anything to save my life. Anyway, so this is the finished makeup look. Very simple and just my kind of style. I'm not really into anything too crazy. So I'm gonna quickly run through a couple different names. So some of the out there's names that I've read so far is Prudence and Farrah. Farrah I think we've all kind of gotten accustomed to, but Prudence is pretty different. Jubilee and Rejoice, I really love those names. If you ever put thought into a name that your child's gonna have for the rest of their life, it's obviously very special to you. So I commend you of thinking up a name or the meaning behind your names. There's Reed, and there's, oh, I really like Rhett. That's a really pretty name. I really like that people are using their maiden names as first names now, and then having their husband's last name as the last name. That's really cool. Hey. Maybe I should just sit here and wait and see if anybody else shows up before I start this video again. Some of the other names, I was just sitting here reading them off of my Facebook. I love the name Lawson. Summerlin is beautiful. Really like that one. She said it's her mom's maiden name, so that is really cool that she could name her daughter Summerlin. So if I have to narrow it down to my favorite 5 in girls and boys, I would say my first is, on the girl side, Ren. Really love the name Ren. That's my favorite girl name. Then I have Willa as a girl name, and then Sloan Sutton is beautiful to me. And here is my most out there name, Rebecca. So I've had so many dreams lately. I never really thought about that name, but there's a person in the Bible named Habakkuk, and for some reason I keep having dreams that somebody hands me a baby and the baby's name is Rebecca. So H-E-B-E-K-A-H, Rebecca. So Rebecca is just a name that just randomly comes up in my dreams all the time. So I'm just gonna say that's a God thing, and it's my 5th favorite name. It's kind of out there, kind of crazy, but I really like that name. 5 boy names. So this is where it gets hard for me. So I really like the name Amos. I like the name Abel. Amos comes from a song called Amos Moses by Jerry Reed, and I love that song. It's just so funny and quirky, and I just like the name Amos because of that. And then there's Amos, Abel, Silas, and if I had to say the next one, it's probably gonna be that name I just said, Rowan. Oh my gosh. So Connor, this girl I named Connor, said Rowan. So girl, that's a good name. So that would be my 4th favorite name, Rowan. And I think Atticus is very great. So if your name's made these lists that I've come up with, these top 5 for me, I want you to just comment below and tell me why you love that name so much. Comment below some names that you really enjoy, and feel free to comment if you're not having a baby anytime soon, or if you are done having kids, or whatever you feel like. I am not gonna have a baby for a while, and I just had kids and I just named them, so these are definitely names that aren't gonna be used for a while if I did have the chance. And who knows, I might change my mind in that amount of time. I'll do another one of these maybe the next time I'm pregnant. So thank you guys so much for your suggestions, and I hope you have a very blessed day. See you guys in the next one.